I am so glad to hear you are doing engineering and design challenges with your students. But before you try to 3D print their designs, there are a few things you want to keep in mind. One, make sure the object is fully connected. So my sample stick figure or my Mimeo logo here would print as multiple objects and not as one combined object. I see this all the time with student designs where they use the text tool in Tinkercad to write a message, and then it ends up as a letter scramble because none of the letters were put on a base to connect them. These other objects over here were from the Tinkercad library, and they all are just a little too thin and detailed to 3D print well. So whenever you're looking at your students' designs, make sure that they are thick enough that a 3D printer can handle them. Think about objects you've seen in my STEM kits, for instance, that print successfully, and make sure your students are matching that same kind of style. Now I have one other example here of an object that takes a little bit of adjusting before you can print it. Now this became part of our Artifacts Africa kit, but not until I made some adjustments. At first glance, it looks okay, but if I go and look at it from my side view, I can see that there's a bit of an angle here actually, and it's not sitting perfectly flat on the build plate. Now RoboPrint has a great feature built in where you can actually look at the bottom of your model and look for blue. Anything blue is touching the build plate. Well, there's not much showing right now. So we've built in a feature called Cut. And when I click Cut, it allows me to select a model, select a axis, and then bring my cut plane to wherever I want it. I can cut my object into two pieces, delete whatever piece I don't want, for instance, but that takes a keyboard, so I'm just going to slide this off to the side. And then put your object back on the platform. Now if I look at my object from the bottom, I can see that beautiful blue color that tells me it's going to have a really good first layer. My last tip for printing student designs is to make sure you go up into the supports menu and have it add auto supports before you set it to print. That way, any overhangs or other design features are more likely to be successful with your student prints. Happy printing and happy engineering!